So I've got another example of plurality, pairwise, Hare, and Borda here. So I've got a brand new chart. This one does have more on it, but I want you guys to give this a shot. So just real quick before you jump into it, we've got 4 different candidates that people could vote for: job creation, education, healthcare, and gun control. And we've just labeled those with their letters. So J stands for job creation. So in this first one, 6 people voted healthcare 1, job creation 2, gun control 3, and education 4. So what I want you guys to do, and I really want you to try it, is so much easier if you go ahead and try some before you jump into the My Math Lab homework or come to do one of the classroom assignments for these guys. So I want to give you a shot. I want you to do the plurality, the pairwise, the Borda, and the Hare. Before I set you all the way loose, I do want to point out that the pairwise are going to have more pairs. You should have a total of 6 pairs for this. So more than we did on our last example. So go ahead and hit pause. Once you've tried them, or if you want to do one at a time, that's fine. I'm going to come back and talk through these guys. All right, let me get to, I've got my notes already made here. A little bit easier to talk through and just point out on these when I've got them already made. So plurality, remember, that's just highest vote wins, or highest number of votes, I should say, wins. So there are only 4 candidates, but there are 5 lines. So E came in first place 2 times, so we got 8 votes. And therefore, it's the winner. The highest one wins. Easy as that. With the pairwise, I did say that they were going to be 6 pairs. It doesn't matter how you paired them up. I just started in the order up here. So I did J with E, then J with H, then J with G up here. It doesn't really matter that order that you started, but you're going to have these pairs. And also remember that you can flip the pairs and they're the same thing. So the other way that I have them written, those are also the same pair. So we kind of see you've got those 6 pairs. It doesn't matter which one that you have first. So I'm going to just talk through a couple of these pairs here to make sure that you can see it. So if I'm comparing J and E, I only worry about J and E. So here I'm going to circle the first one that I see each time. Just J and E. Nothing else. I don't worry about anybody else. So these first 6 votes go to J, so you can see them there. These 5 votes go to E. These 4 votes go to J. These 4 votes go to J. And these 3 votes go to E. You have to use each number. All the numbers are used. Don't just go to the first place votes. Use every line. Whoever has the highest number wins, so in this case, J wins. I'll do another one of these. Let me come down here and do E and H. So in this first one, H, E, and then the first one I see out of E and H, I'm only looking at the letters E and H, ignoring all the rest of them. So 6 go to H, 5 go to E, 4 go to H, 3 go to H, 3 go to E. So H wins. And I'll be honest, pairwise is, I think the most painful. Some people think Borda is worse. I think pairwise is the worst because you gotta do this 6 whole times for this one. So after doing all of them, I would see who wins the most. And looking at this, J won 3 times. So I'm going to say J wins with 3 pairwise points. All right. Let's look at Borda next. So I've got to do it for all 4 of my candidates. Again, it doesn't matter which candidate you do first. I started with J. So I'm going to look only at J's. So in first place, J had 3 votes. So this was the number of first place votes. There are 4 candidates. That's where this came from. And this is first place again. So that's where the 1 came from. In second place, J had a whole bunch. So 6 plus 4 plus 3. So 13 second place votes. 4 candidates minus second place. In third place, J had just these 5 votes right here. So in third place, J had these 5 votes. There are 4 candidates and it's third place. And J didn't have any fourth place votes. So you could leave it off if you wanted to. I know some people like to take little shortcuts and that's fine. Or you could put no fourth place votes, 4 candidates minus fourth place. Type that in my calculator and I get 40. Let me walk through one more of these. Oh, I shouldn't erase. There's still 4 candidates. Let me put that back up there. All right, I'll do E next. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip E and I'm going to look down. Actually, you know what? I will do E because it's kind of funky. Let's see. E has a whole bunch of last place votes. So E had in first place 8 votes. So 8 first place votes. There are 4 candidates and it's first place. And it gave me 24. E had no second place votes, no third place votes. And then last place is always going to be 0 as well because it's going to be 4 minus 4 there. But let's see, it got 13 fourth place votes. So it's kind of funky. So all these zeros, so it just ends up with 24. So let me do one more since E was kind of weird. So let me do H down here. So let's look at H. So H had 6 first place votes, 4 candidates in first place. H had 3 second place votes, 4 candidates second place. H had, let's see, 4 and 3. So 7 third place votes, 4 candidates third place. And then that last place is always going to be 0. So I was a little, I guess, lazy on this one, but we also could say that they had, let's see, 5 of those last place votes, and it's 4 minus 4. That last place is always going to be 0. Type that in my calculator, and I'm going to get 31. The highest number is 40. I see that 2 scored the same. That can happen with Borda. My math lab is really great. We also try really hard on all of our tests and class assignments. If you do get a tie, it should not be first place. It would always be one of the lower places. That doesn't matter. So job creation wins on that one as well. And then the last method I have here is our Hare method. Hare method is actually one of the more popular methods that's used right now. It's used in several different elections. Probably the most popular is like the French presidential election, where you keep eliminating candidates until you're down to someone winning with the majority. It's used in other countries too, but that's probably the most high profile place it's used. So we start back with our same plurality. So what we used up here, so just our first place votes. So we've got those same ones right here with our first place votes. So same numbers, 3, 8, 6, and 4. You eliminate the lowest place as long as someone doesn't have majority. So I guess I need to figure out what majority is. So there are, if I add all these up, there are 21 total votes. Majority means more than half. So I divided by 2, and then I'm always going to round up every single time. So that gave me 11. 11 votes is what you need to win. Once you get 11, you're good. You don't have 11, we have to keep going. So no one had 11 in my first thing. So I eliminated the lowest place, which was J. So I eliminated J right here. That meant that J's votes had to go to H because that was the next one in line. So I had to then add those 3 votes right here. So I took those 3 votes and I added them. And so I got 9. Still No one has 11 votes. If someone had 11 votes, I could have stopped right there. No one has 11 votes, so I'm going to eliminate the lowest person, which was G. So I eliminated G, that's these. J's already eliminated, so they also go to H. So I added them to H. H got 13 votes, so it is the winner. So this was healthcare. Was the winner for this one.